Welcome, this is Birendra Kumar Jha and you are watching Khabar Tatak. Dear religious viewer of Khabar Tatak, today under the religion section of Khabar Tatak, I bring to you the story of Jarasan. Dear viewers, you are surely well aware of the happened in during the Mahabharata period. You would ask what kind of happening? Really, Mahabharata is known for the not only usual behaviors of people but also so many anomalous happening had happened during Mahabharata period which had not had been previously nor will happen in near future. So was the period of Mahabharata, both auspicious and unauspicious activities to the zenith had been happened during the Mahabharata period. Dear viewers, you are aware of the twins that newborn baby of a pair. Sometimes more than two baby are born, up to 12 newborn baby has been reported so far simultaneously. And there is biological principle behind that. But when I tell you an incident during the Mahabharata period, not only you will be astonished, but even the science, arts, and culture all will be astonished. This is the being born of half developed child from one mother and half developed child from other mother, and the union of two became one particular child which was very rare. Here the biological principle fails and science astonished. Even hand over all its philosophy and principle. They cannot tell about that incident as to how did it happened during the Mahabharata period. So was the Mahabharata period. If you want to know the details of the birth of a mighty people from two different mothers who gave birth, half of it only, please do remain with this video by the end. In the Sabha Parv of Mahabharata, it has been described that Dhritarashtra, the father of Jarasan, was very popular king. His popularity was not less than that of Indra, but he felt sorry all the time for having no heir to the great empire he had created. So once he and his two wives left the palace and went to the forest to meet hermit Chand Kausik. The king Bridrat told the hermit entire his story that he had left palace and arrived at the forest because he has notion and what will be the benefit of this vast empire which he had created without having any heirs to this. Hearing this word from Ridrat, the father of Jarasan, hermit Chandakausik kept his eye closed and prayed God. Meanwhile, a mango tree fall into his lap without any kind of air blue, or this fruit was also not struck by any bird. He gave this mango fruit to the king Bridrat and told to give it to his wives. Happily, King Bridrat arrived at palace where his two wives were sitting together. He put the mango and tell them to eat. They were in very much affection and they half this mango and eat each part. Then, when they conceived by the effect of this mango, which was given by hermit Chand Kausik to Bridrat, when the conceived period matured, both gave only half portion, and that was only a mass of flesh and blood. Having this, they were afraid of and called maid servant and separately threw get the mass of blood and flesh threw out of the palace. When the maid servant threw one by one the part of flesh and bloods outside the palace and returned home, a demon named Jara was passing through that. She became very happy seeing this mass of flesh and blood, and in order to take it easily, he brings the two portion closer, and what he seen was astonishing. That no sooner did he bring the two portion of flesh and blood together, it took form of a very brave boy. Having heard this, she was astonished. Just then the child took his both hands into his mouth and whistled so heavily that the people of the capital, along with king and queen, arrived. Then Jara thought that now she cannot move away with this boy and eat it later on. So she changed her face because she was in the capacity of changing her face as per her wish, and took the child with him and went to the king Bridrat. She told King Bridrat that it is your son and take it. I have joined this, and your wife had thrown this away of the palace. Hearing this, the two wives assembled and instantly took the child to her lap, and then later nourished this child, and this child was the mighty king Jarasan later on, which had overpowered the entire earth. That time he had made the king to give him taxes, or he annexed the kingdom of other king. into his kingdom. Thank you to be with me by the end of this video.